Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing some walkthrough solves updated. I noted these a while ago, but I think there are a couple of big developments that I didn't exactly do back then, which I practice now. Probably the biggest ones are selection. Rather how to find really good cases and identify it. And the other one would be actual finger tricks. There are different ways to do finger tricks, and I didn't really put much thought into that earlier, but I think it's a newer skill I have. And also, yeah, I have gotten better at some of the other like fundamental efficiencies, so I thought it'd be a good idea to do now. All right, so okay, all right, so bar 1 and bar 2. So the way I'd probably do this is I want to preserve these guys, right? So I want to do that, and notice how I do that Z rotation. And then I can regrip here once I have stability. Then before I go, yeah, I can do that, I guess. Now, this isn't exactly an ideal case, but it can be executed quickly and in a pauseless manner. But in this case, I guess, since maybe if I was going fast, I would just use this edge. But here I'd probably do it as a quick rotation, and then like that. Yeah, and then this sets up nicely into that. Can you notice how you use the L and U moves to solve those? It's a nice like little trick to keep you flow, and then this lines up. So here there's nothing fancy at all in that regard. Also, like earlier, I remember my previous block results, they did some really fancy stuff. But I guess they weren't as pragmatic in that, like, even if you were like a master of solving, it would people are hard to use those. Okay, here, usually for the second center, I just go with middle bar, like that. And this piece right here. So, yeah, I think over here, probably a better idea to just go to the outer bar first, since that was just very quick. And then that got a little lucky over there. But I don't want to keep this up here, so I'm going to need to bring this down and just immediately do this bar, because the look ahead is nice. Like that. And notice how I didn't Z-rotate at all. Then here, this is not exactly the best case. Okay, let me see what a good idea this is. Probably like this, so we can do that. Then we can regrip. And we can insert. Alright. I see this right away. So another thing to note is that I'm also, I'm taking more of a max approach sometimes, and do what I see immediately, so for look ahead purposes. So like these two, I can immediately distort it in the back there. You don't have to look at it. Like that. But now I'm here, so I have the advantage of looking at this side. Right, notice where my grip is. So in that case, pair these guys up. And I saw this down there, so in D. Notice I use my lower fingers for D moves a lot. And then here, you have to be a little bit careful about the technicals and that where you're aligning it back. But that, and usually I would just go for the center. I do have this bar, but there's a pretty easy way to do this. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then we can just, I guess, like that. It also preserves the sky, which is nice. We can do this. And I'm doing slice because I don't want these guys to get trapped down there. So I would slice those. Yeah, nothing great, but I can do this and get this set up. Okay, so this is really nice in that regard. But middle bar doesn't look too good. Yeah, and that's all. I'd probably just like bullshit something, honestly, but that isn't what I do here. Well, okay. I guess we may want to just go bar by bar, because that's pretty fast to execute. And we're gonna save up over here. So, I guess, yeah, we want to preserve this guy like that, and then we can do that because same deal, preserves, and yeah, it sets us up really nicely at the end. So not much of a sacrifice to preserve the bar, and when you do that, you usually end up with a very quick last bar, because the bad cases for last bar really do take a lot of time. So quick 4 edges just seen right away. So that's the thing. You also want to go for those kinds of cases. And then 1, 2, the white blue just seen right away. So I do that. And another thing to note is how I do my L inserts. So a lot of times people you wouldn't do that to get security. You really want to be able to just flow nicely into it. That's a very awkward trick to do this one. So you really want to be able to flow nicely into it. Nothing here. Okay. Z2 rotation, and then this, and then over here. It's easier to sledge to do a flip instead of regrip like that and do that. So here we can sledge U prime, and then this, and this. So back insert over there, and Y prime insert like that. The last piece is not there, so we're gonna rotate, and it's back there. So in this case, we're gonna do a fat U like that, and those moves are a bit hard to get used to. But once, I don't use them too often because they're a bit risky, but if you do them, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 back there, like that. And here I'd probably just rotate because it just sets me up nicely. Then I see all 5 pieces over here. So the way I do this is I first solve that, and I just flip. No rotations whatsoever, no awkward moves whatsoever. Insert. Okay, so I see these guys, so I'm probably trying to look for the next pieces, and look, they're back there. So yeah, just D2. This move is kind of awkward to finger trick. So here you can probably just do that, rotate. And in this case, because I see this here as well, I'm going to just pull this out. U2, and so there are 3 moves that didn't take much time at all, and got me that. And then I see this. So here we can do this, slice. And they're the double D moves. Like, it's okay to do that. Just in some cases it's a little awkward, but here if you were in this kind of a position, it's okay. At least in my experience. And then this. Oops. Yeah. Sorry. And then here I think the cycle would be the best thing to do right away. Just pair that up. And also another important thing to note here is I like to get my open edges in I like to get edges in the top because it gives me better perspective of where pieces are without actually wasting time. So I can do that in cycle. Now I'm going to preserve this. I'm going to do it next and forearm. So keep in mind, I don't do partials. I wouldn't recommend doing partials unless it's critical for your first 8. For your last 4, it's pretty quick in many cases. You can do that. And then if I rotate here, I see these. So, okay, you may think I'm actually messing up when I'm doing this. The thing is, it just sets up really nice into the next case. And I get that. And look at that. So like I said, right, you would do partials, but you end up with a case like this. And similar to the last bar, bad parity cases can really take up a lot of time. So it's important to do this in my opinion. And yeah, parity. 3x3 stage, so finger tricks are pretty important here. And then here, notice how I just do this to preserve the pair. D moves are pretty doable on 7x7 with current hardware. Yeah, it didn't work. But that was fast. Yeah. I mean, really, you should just argue enough. But D is good. You just can't exactly do that moves too well. Alright, thanks for watching.